Oh,
Renee good! Renee good! Renee good! Renee good!
oh, Lord, don't stop.
Don't shoot! 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 Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! This is the house of God, and we're
What the hell is going on? Wow.
You eat real good. What did Jesus say about loving? What did Jesus say about loving thy neighbor? Why do you ignore the crimes of humanity that are happening in this city every day? Why are you not at Whipple protesting? Why are you not standing up with your Latino and Somali community?
Insane. Insane, dude.
When do we want it? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want?
What a mess.
Everybody here, this is not the prime place for that. We love everybody here. We want you to be all of us. Anybody here? This is the will not prevail. This is another place for that. We're in the middle of a
Damn, dude. The insanity.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, where's the police? Where the hell's the cops at?
What do we do? immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack. Immigrants are under attack. What do we do? Immigrants are under attack. What do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? What do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When David Easterwood, who is the director, David Easterwood is a pastor here. He is also the director of the field office for ICE.
What? They're saying the pastor's ICE.
To worship God, teaching people in the church about God, and out there overseeing ICE agents. That's what we've experienced. The murder of vernacular at the hands of Venezuelan national shot by ICE. A 6-month-old baby who almost died as a result of ICE unleashing military-grade weapons on our community. How dare you claim to be a pastor of God and you are involved in evil in our community? So we are here as representatives for justice and righteousness and truth.
What the hell? Tear gas the whole place.
To perpetuate a fraud. This is not the house of God. So we are here to stand in justice for the next good. David Easterwood ought to be ashamed of himself. He is no man of God. Being a field director for ICE and all the tactics that are leaking on our community.
Wow. Mamma mia. So this is insane to listen to hear. They're at a church, reportedly stormed a church in Minneapolis, and they believe that the pastor is some type of ICE agent, works out in the field somewhere, and I guess he does pastoring on the side. Pretty wild. So they just busted in to this place, a group of protesters, interrupted a church service. The pastor in question, apparently his name is David Easterwood, who's listed on the church's leadership page. I'm going to look into it to see what else I can find out. Public Records and C-SPAN press conference from October 2025 confirmed he also serves as an acting field agent or field office director for ICE. Damn, that's a badass pastor. Oh, okay. Let's see what he has to say.
We asked them to leave, and they obviously. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering. I have to take care of my flock.
Listen, we learned that there's a constitution of First Amendment to we're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of the cities. That's the hope of the world, is Jesus Christ. We're here to worship Jesus. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's what we're about. Jesus would be understood. We're about worship. We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
Oh, that's Del Lemon. Yeah, he's live out there.
Okay, I have to take care of my
Maybe I can get the other audio so we can listen.
Thank you very much.
Mic check.
And church takeover. Church takeover. Everybody. Hey, Liz. Oh my God. It's David Easterwood. City's Church.
How do you feel about people calling for the removal of your pastor?
Okay, let's see if we can get some better audio.
This crosses a line.
I guess they're saying one of the pastors in this place is a field agent. And so they burst in during church service. Okay. Just listening to screaming David Easterwood. Audio check, audio check. Incredible. Let Christ compel you. Well, let me switch to Don here real quick. I want to see what this guy, he's one of the leaders at the church, what he had to say.
And we were interrupted by this group of protesters. Yeah. We asked them to leave, and they obviously have not left. Yeah.
So, what do you think of this?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. So,
but there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though.
We're here.
Oh, don't push me.
To worship
don't
Jesus.
Push me.
That's why we're here. Yeah. Okay. That's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to chronicle what happened?
We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that's one of the pastors of the church, and it's kind of loud, so I can't hear him. But they're still there, and then, pardon me, sir. Sorry. Do you mind if we talk to you? No. What do you think of this? I thought you said no.
What I'll tell you is that there are varying arrays of views on the political situation here. That's what I'll tell you.
What do you mean by that?
I'm going to leave it at that. But there's varying array of views in this church on politics of immigration. Right. And recognize the complexity of the issue.
Yeah. Some people don't like what's happening. Some people like it.
I'm not going to reduce it to that. I won't reduce it that simply, but we acknowledge the complexity of the situation.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you talking to me. So I'm just going to be as just here to chronicle and to get some answers and let people know what they've done. They've pumped the music up really, really loud. Here you heard the pastor. Some folks are praying back there. Do you see the guy with his arms stretched up? And they're praying. But by the way, just so you know, this is what you get with independent journalism that you will not get with corporate media. I'm just here to tell you. So if you're in the chat, if you're with us, support us, support us, support us. Like and subscribe, become a member, support independent journalism, because we do it without fear or favor. I'm not afraid to do this. Like I told you, it was going to be raw, unscripted. We got stuck in the snow trying to get here and to produce real time, go here. As soon as we walked in, almost perfect timing, the protesters stood up. And so what is interesting is that the protesters tell us what they're going to do, and we just follow, much as I did in the Capitol when Marjorie Taylor Greene got mad at me because I was there doing journalism and reporting on what the protesters that went to her office did, and she got mad at me and called me all kinds of names. They don't like it when you confront them. They don't like it when you practice journalism. So anyways, but they're still in the middle of the church. And there they are back there. And the music is so loud in here. I want you to show this mic. These guys are praying. They have their hands up. And there you see. And look, this is a juxtaposition. This shows you just how divided America is. When you look at the protesters here, and then you look at the people there who are praying. And you know what was the interesting thing? If these two groups could just get together, they might figure out what to do. Instead, I don't know if the people here are interested in talking to the protesters, but perhaps they should come in, pray together, and talk together. But anyways, that's the middle of it. If I were the pastor, I would offer a prayer. I would try to calm things down and say, believers and Christians, what do we do? Or if, I don't know if everybody is, but everybody's a human being. Let's work together and talk about these things. The pastor, there's one of the members who looks to be really upset, a young person. The pastor's trying to calm him down over there. And yeah, so there you go. You're a member of the church?
What's that?
You're a member of the church?
I do.
How do you feel about this?
I don't necessarily agree with everything that's going on in the Twin Cities right now, but I don't think it's good to fight fire with fire. I think it's good to speak up, and I think it's good to protest, but I think it's better to do it in a peaceful way. I don't think the answer is going into God's church.
You don't think this is peaceful?
Well, it's trespassing.
Nobody fighting.
It's trespassing. How would you feel if I went to your house and I started yelling?
It depends on what I did, but not in my house. That's a whole different thing. I think these people would go inside of anybody's house.
This is a house of God.
Which makes it everybody's house.
Yes, it is. But in a house, people don't yell at each other.
Yeah, but there's a lot of yelling in my house growing up. We still loved each other.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that yelling is the answer, right?
I'm sorry?
That doesn't necessarily mean yelling is the answer, right?
No, but I think it's the way you work things out is that you talk to each other, you disagree. Sometimes it's heated, sometimes it's not. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And I think maybe if the pastor would try to calm things down and say, let's all talk together and make this peaceful and not be so us against them.
I think that's good to talk, but then why don't we do that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think trespassing, I think protesting on the streets is fine, but I think there's a difference between that and then going into someone's property and then yelling.
How do you feel about allegedly, according to the protesters here, there's a member of ICE who is a pastor here or is a member of the clergy?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
A member of the clergy or a pastor here is works with ICE, and that's why they're upset.
I didn't know that.
Allegedly, I don't know. That's what they say.
Okay, well, I would say before just ramming into a church, maybe it'd be good to get some more information first.
Yeah.
But you said talking is the answer, right?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe instead of making assumptions, it'd be good to ask the person first before making that assumption, then going into their church.
Yeah. I don't know if they tried to talk to anyone. Would you be okay with your pastor talking to them?
I think I think conversations will be great. I think we need more communication. I don't necessarily agree with what's going on with the ICE raids and stuff, but I also don't think fire with fire is the answer.
I appreciate you giving me your opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, yeah.
Trying to fix my
there you go.
audio issues.
And so, folks are leaving. The pastor's here. He's leaving. I'm surprised that law enforcement has not showed up yet. So we'll see. Let's go out front and see what's happening. Let's go out. So I'm going to take you outside of the church and just show you a little bit. But yeah, that was interesting to watch. This guy here, look, he's hugging his kid. And, you know, I imagine it's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here. But again, careful. It's very slippery right here. It's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here. But that's what really, careful, please.
Quality.
Really slippery. Not kidding. That's what protesting is about. And so there's you see
I can't hear shit on my end,
police are
unfortunately.
here.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I can
They haven't
do.
come in yet, but that
Got 6,000
police are
people.
here, and this is where folks are leaving. Just want to show you, and that's the inside of the church there where they are. And so the pastor, I don't know if you can see in there, the pastor's hugging members of the church as they are about to leave.
With my son, and now I gotta go home. I'm sorry that you guys are so angry.
I'm just
sorry.
chronicling. I'm not with the group.
Oh, what do I have to say?
Can you understand why they're angry?
I don't understand any of this because I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man who loves the Lord and is a good father. So this is what we look forward to, is coming, being with our family and praising Jesus, and that's not something that we have to run away from. So this is kind of a bad day for us. But, you know, we're going to heaven, so that's the best news we got.
Do you understand that some of these folks feel voiceless?
I don't understand, because right now I'm so upset right now. I don't really have I'm thirsty, and I can't think very clearly. So what I want to do is just say, we love you.
Yeah.
My son and I love you guys.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm a journalist. They're activists.
The simplest thing we can say is that we love you guys.
What do you mean, you guys?
Well, whoever's here in this house.
Okay.
We don't distinguish between Christian and non-Christian.
Yeah.
We want people to go to heaven.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. We want folks to go to heaven. And if we need to talk about these things, then, I mean, this isn't the time for that, really. I mean.
But don't you think until we go to heaven, or if you believe in that there should be some sort of peace here on earth, and that people should have agency, and we shouldn't be beating people up off the street, and we should be abiding by the Constitution?
I think that's just a little bit loaded for me right now. What you're doing.
Why so?
Well, I don't want to interview right now. I don't want to interview. I just want to tell you guys I love you. I don't need to interview right now because I want to be with my son. It's Sunday. It's time for rest and for renewal. I would like to answer your question.
Thank you. I appreciate it. The protesters are still inside of the church. Police have showed up, but they haven't come inside yet. A couple of the members are speaking to me. They're upset. And you can imagine, of course they would be upset. So the crowd has significantly dwindled. And the reason, can I talk to you, sir? What do you think of this?
You know, I agree with everybody's freedom to protest. These people have come into our house and they've interrupted our worship. This is a house of peace, and we try to proclaim that. And this stirs division and rancor. And in the end, it's not helpful. Ultimately, I believe they lost. They've emptied a house of worship. Everybody's gone home. Their point has been proven worthless. And so, in the end, I think they lose. But more importantly, if I was to break into any of their houses uninvited, cause derision and upset, according to their values, I would be kicked out ultimately. It's not a good way. I feel violated. I feel interrupted. I feel angry.
May I ask you something? When you were saying if you had showed up at their house, they're saying that people are showing up at houses where there are citizens or without due process and breaking and entering their house. One that we saw, I've been watching from New York, with a battering ram into someone's private property, and there's no recourse. There's no, you understand what I'm saying?
This is all part of a much larger dialogue, in my opinion. On one side are people who watched a previous administration bring 12 million people in over the course of 4 years, and many of them undocumented, many of them criminals, etc. This is another administration's corrective. Now, whether you agree with the policies or procedures, I think I could actually be sympathetic to some of the things where there have been.
This is how I'd learn AI.
Challenges to action and decency. At the same time, these are what are called targeted interventions by ICE to keep the American people safe.
If I respectfully may,
I need to fix my audio for some reason. I think I need to close Streamlabs. Don't leave. Stay right there for leave.
Let me finish. And they're American citizens. Many of them.
I'll be right back.
Most of the
Don't
people
leave.
that they detain don't have criminal convictions or criminal records.
I'm not going to get into the weeds. This is.
But you should know that.
Okay, I will. Oh, that's a postal union rally too. We might have to check out the union rally. Oh, it got off. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, let's check out the union rally. There's a rally going on.
So
Well, I
this
tried
is
to
how
fix
I
my audio
became
issue. I
the
guess I didn't
most
fix it.
dangerous person in the room. One habit changed.
Be back in the rabbit hole.
For $69,000. What are you going? ICE did not exist.
Protesting the mail and shit.
It is only 23 years old. I got a daughter older than ICE. So if you cannot imagine
Oh, union, the
a
postal
world
union, yeah.
without ICE, I need y'all to understand that it did not exist. It did not. That's right. Fuck ICE. ICE, fuck them. ICE, fuck them. I need y'all to understand. Just as it was created, it can be abolished.
Crazy.
I'm not trying to get that.
Look right here.
But they fuck with the wrong city. Because this is the city that marched for Jamar Clark. This is the city that marched over there for Orlando. We marched for brown kids in Kansas. We marched for George Floyd. We were the spark that lit a flame around the world. Thinking about this Midwest flyover city, and they wonder why we don't. And they better know. There may be something in the water. They better come and pure themselves in the waters of Lake Minneapolis. Because if you come to Minneapolis and St. Paul,
I screwed up. I touched one button or picked the cord.
and find out. You don't fuck around. And they are finding out that we ain't new to this. We true to this. Let me talk to you. Your girl got a few individuals online that I've had a falling out from. Because a lot of people all over the nation got their Twitter fingers going on about how they were yesterday. They said, how you at an art slam competition, but at night getting sprayed with green gas, which is not only a carcinogen for people, and it's against the Geneva Convention. I am a retired Marine NCO. It's illegal for me to do that and deploy that in combat. Yet they did it over north and they did it on this street. The fact that they deployed green gas right the fuck there. It is also an abortifacient. We not playing over here. This ain't for play. No. This is real shit. And yes, just around that corner, and it would show them because that's what we do in Minnesota. When the temps go down, we still stick around. When it's cold outside, we still outside. They might slip and slide on the ice. Oh, fucking well. They picked the wrong city to fuck with. And they thought that the same politics, the cynical politics of division, would keep us divided. They bring us together. Oh my Lord, they're so disappointed. They thought that the cynical politics of division would play out, but they in fact are bringing us together. We're showing them what.
Pimps, I don't know. If I can't fix it, I'm going to have to come back later. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to come back and try to fix this. I don't know what the hell happened. I unplugged it and it just got kind of messed up. But I think I kind of wanted to cover anyway, the church part. That's what I wanted to cover. And basically, this guy, one of the people at the church, one of the priests, I guess, has ties to ICE, David Easterwood. And so I guess they came there to press the church and press him. That's pretty wild during the middle of service. Disrespectful. So, yeah, I'm not going to come back right now. I'm going to work on this problem. And if something else pops up later, I'll be back. All right. Thank you, guys. Bloop, 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 bloop. Take care. Peace. Bloop, bloop. I reset the whole computer and it's still acting up.